Hello, how are you? I am glad you're here. I wanted to do just a little bit of music tonight. I'm not really testing anymore with what I have set up, although I have set up a few more things. I just want to get some music out there, get my mind cleaned out from, the day's activities, and just, I've got a lot of color in there I want to get out to you. So I see this music tonight. Maybe you will too. All right. Sometimes it just doesn't work. I'm trying to turn the page here and sort of lose my place here. I hope you're all doing great. I really appreciate you. And I don't know when you're going to catch this stream. There's really no way to tell when you're going to listen to it. But there it goes. Maybe it'll do it now. Maybe it'll turn my page now. Because I know this is a little more to it than this. Okay, what's going on here? This little iPad is giving me a little bit of a strangeness to it. But that's okay. That truly is. Okay, let's see where we can go from here. Let's see if my pages are going to turn for me here now. Those pages are turning. Okay, let's see what we can do now. Okay, my mind is sort of, it looks at the framework of, various tunes and melodies. And I put my mind in, sort of a different mode than what's written. And so it sort of goes in all sorts of different directions, and it goes based on, my mood. I know that's funny. And it is what it is. And you have to have your mind right into the thing. Or I have to anyway. So let's see if this is something I want to do. Something I want to work with, something I want to take apart and see where it goes. Now I'm going to do a little bit of research and make sure things are still working here like I think they should be. And it says that I am streaming. I'm just going to double check and see where we're at. Alright. Because if it's not, I need to know. Wouldn't you say? I mean, it doesn't have to be known. It doesn't have to be streamed. But I like to know that at least it's going and that it's live if I intend for that. And now, where are we? Okay, we are here. And I see it now. So we're going to go on with this and continue with what we're doing here. feeling this one. I am not feeling it. It's just, I don't know. Something happened once this iPad changed into a different beast, and I've got to get back into it. It just sort of, it lost me there, if you can understand. All right, let's see. Let's check this one. Let's check this one out. Okay. This thing is acting up just again. You know, you think you get something just right, and it's not doing what it's supposed to. And my mind gets off of this. All right. You know, I started using a laptop at it's like iOS has changed some things on their iPad, and what I was using the iPad and to do this, and then I switched over to a computer that had two screens built into it, and I'm used to using that now. And well, guess what? They have changed things on the iPad just a little bit, and things are not doing what they're supposed to. How about that? You know? So I'm going to have to rework my whole show, my whole broadcast here, because this is not something that I can easily work with. And no, it's just a setting somewhere in here. But until I can get that straightened out, we're going to have to do something else. So let's put that away and just go elsewhere. Well, I think that was all focused on my face right there. So that's okay. I didn't have you on my fingers right now, but I've been a little bit distracted ever since the iPad was acting off a little bit, because I usually work off of that to to do stuff, and it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. So next time I might go with a hymnal or something like that. I like to do that with hymns, and we may see what happens there, because at least with a paper hymnal, then I don't have to worry about the pages not turning when I tell them to. So thank you for watching. I am still getting this studio set up. You cannot see this, but I mean, I do have, let's get this to follow my hands again. Okay, there we are. I do have, where are we? Come on, there we go. I do have this guy hooked up. All right, we know we have that one hooked up, and we got more to come. So thank you, and listen, I want you to have a great rest of your day, and next time I'll try to have a little more music rounded out that does what I was supposed to. Thank you. Goodbye.